What's good, guys? Back to you today with another Pokemon X and Y OU Wi-Fi battle. Today's battle is against Gavin. Yes, Gavin. You probably don't know who it is because I don't know who he is either. He was on my stream and I battled him. But anyways, looking at my team, mixing up a little bit, bringing Hitmonlee back, bringing that Sceptile, bringing Heatran back, and bringing Swampert back. But actually, this is the wrong Swampert. It was meant to be a different one, but it ended up working out okay. But let's go ahead and get on into this battle because it is a fun one indeedy. And, you know, I hope you guys enjoy it. I really hope you do. He's going to lead off with Sableye, predicting my Swampert to lead off, and that is exactly what happens. Now, like I said, this is the wrong Swampert. This is not the one that I was meant to have. This one, actually, it still has Stealth Rocks and Roar, but it doesn't have Earthquake and Waterfall. Instead, it has Scald and Icy Wind. Now I go for the Scald. I get the burn first turn, which is great for me. Hacks were really pulling through for me like they always do. But he actually has the red card on his Sableye, which is crazy. And it puts me right out into my Heatran exactly where I want it to be. This is actually where I was going to switch out into next, predicting him to Will-O-Wisp me so I could get my Flash Fire boost. Now, predicting him not to taunt me, I actually get my Stealth Rocks up here, which is great. So now that Sableye is burned, and I got my rocks up. Now he goes for the Foul Play here. Just trying to get my air balloon popped. It doesn't do very much damage because we all know that Heatran doesn't have very high attack. It has pretty decent special attack, but not a very high attack stat. Now he goes for the Recover here, which I'm like, oh great, we got one of these guys. But I go for the Lava Plume here, and it kind of ruins his day because it's going to be doing, you know, just a little bit under half, but with that burn, it's going to be doing just enough to where I can, you know, wear him down to where he won't really be able to do anything. But he goes on to Avatar Roku here, which is his Rotom Wash. No, it is not a Sage Rotom because that is a Hackmon and technically not legal for OU play. I have battled one in OU before, but they can't be traded. I really wanted one, but they can't be traded, so that's kind of a thing. But I go out to my Sceptile here, predicting the Hydro Pump. He does indeed go for the Hydro Pump, which is great for me because, you know, it's a free switch pretty much and without taking too much damage. Now I go for the Giga Drain here, completely forgetting that he had a Scizor on his team. It's, you know, I haven't been taking pictures of people's teams. The only person I take pictures of their teams pretty much anymore is Petra, because like it's a lot easier to play when you have a picture of their team because you can make better predictions because you can see, oh, he has this, and he'll probably predict me to do this, and he'll switch into that. You know what I mean? But anyways, I go for the Giga Drain. I'm going to switch out because I definitely don't want to take a Bullet Punch or a U-Turn and or a Bug Bite. So I go out into my Punishment, which is my Swampert. And he goes for that Mecha Evolution. Now he goes for the Swords Dance, and I'm like, holy shit, this thing is going to destroy my life right now. And it has to die right now. Now he goes for the X-Scissor here, thinking that I can live it, but he actually crit me. Hacks were not my favorite right there. I'm pretty sure that I could have lived one, gotten off a Roar, and been okay, but, you know, obviously that was wrong. Now I'm going to go into my Heatran here. It's very, very risky for me to switch in Heatran right here, because if he's at +2 and he has Superpower, Heatran is easily gone. This is especially defensive Heatran at that, so it's not very good for me at all. But I do go for the Lava Plume. He switched out his Scizor, so I know that he does not carry the Superpower, and I'm able to kill his Sableye after the Stealth Rocks there, which is great. Now he goes out in a Footy PJs, which is his Hitmonlee, and I definitely don't want to deal with this thing right now, so I'm going to switch out, because that thing is probably going to Fake Out. So I'm going to go onto a Scizor of my own, because I know that I can easily eat up that Fake Out, and then somewhat eat up a High Jump Kick. But he actually goes for the Earthquake, which is great for me, because, you know, it's not going to do too much damage. It's not a 2-8 KO unless he crits me, and I'm going to be able to Mega Evolve and then do some damage on this thing if he decides to stay in. Now, he goes for the High Jump Kick. He actually misses, which is very unfortunate. I think this is the first time an opponent has used High Jump Kick on me and missed. Usually it's the other way around. I go for High Jump Kick and I miss. But, you know, thankfully he missed that, and I'm able to get off a Bug Bite. I get the crit. Not sure if it mattered or not. I don't know. I couldn't tell you for sure. But, you know, I did crit him and it helped me kill him. Now, I guess for the Hydro Pump here, Scizor is weaving and dodging right now. Swiftly evaded the High Jump Kick, then I evade the Hydro Pump, and it is great. Now he goes for the rest here as I eat up his Chesto Berry with the Bug Bite there, which is great. You know, I was really predicting him to Will-O-Wisp me, but then at the same time, I really thought that he would go for the rust there. But I ate his Chesto Berries, so he's going to have a solid, if you really wanted to get technical, 3 turns of sleep, but it's like 2. But I'm going to go out into my Heat Train here, predicting his Scizor to come in, but that obviously was not the case. So I'm going to switch back out. I'm going to go out into my Sceptile. He's still going to be asleep for 1 more turn. And that's great for me because it's, you know, a free switch. A little over prediction on my part, but that's okay because, like I said, he is asleep. Now, I stay in. I go for the Giga Drain again, but he goes back out into Scizor. Now, it's not really that much of an issue because the Stealth Rocks and the, you know, somewhat damage on the Giga Drain is starting to add up. And if he doesn't have Roost, that's going to be great for me. But I actually crit him here, I think. Yeah. That Giga Drain crit, though. That crit, so much damage. Much damage, such wow. But I'm going to switch out. I actually got into my Politoed here, predicting the Bullet Punch, and I don't think that's what he does. I think he actually goes for the Swords Dance again, but I can't remember. Oh no, he double switched. Aha. He probably predicted my, I don't know what he predicted to come in. Maybe my Heatran, because I know that this thing does get close combat. I'm fairly certain it does. Pretty sure it does. But he actually has the Toxic Orb, hits me up with that Facade, does some crazy damage. I live with 13 HP, hit him up with that Rain Boosted, Stab Boosted Hydro Pump, and that is 1 dead. Mama Bear. Sorry, Yogi, but I just killed your wife. He goes out into Scizor. I can't even laugh at my own jokes anymore. They're not funny. But he goes for the Bullet Punch there. Definitely going to kill me from where I'm at, even though it is resisted. If I were defensive Politoed, I probably could have lived, but the only thing I have defense invested-wise is HP. Now I'm going to go out into my Foot Locker here. I'm going to go for that Fake Out so I can trigger my Unburden. And, you know, it's great because now I'm super duper fast. He does not go for the Bullet Punch here, so I'm actually able to get off the close combat. Now, I didn't want to go for the High Jump Kick just in case, you know, he had, for whatever reason, had Protect on Scizor or something, or if I miss, because I always miss my Head Jump Kicks. But, you know, it's okay. Now he goes out into Avatar Roku, which, again, is his Rotom Wash. He's still asleep. He's actually going to wake up this turn, but I'm going to hit him up with that High Jump Kick, and that is going to take him out, and surprisingly, I didn't miss. Usually I miss that kind of thing, but that's okay. Now, all he has left is Ra, which is his nice and powerful Venomoth, and I hit him up with that Stone Edge. And yes, I know it is a Volcarona, but my rain Volcarona is named Venomoth, so I had to say it. But that was a good game, Gavin. I really had a lot of fun that battle. It was one of the more fun ones, even though I did end up bringing the wrong Swampert. And people were making fun of me for running Icy Wind on Swampert. Hello? It's so good. You know, Icy Wind will, I'm pretty sure it'll OHKO Gliscor. And you know, it's great for things like Landorus and Thundurus and Tornadus and any grass type. But that's besides the point, I suppose. I don't know. It's, you know, Swampert really isn't as fast to, you know, take care of some other threats like Sceptile and things like that. But it's very, very, it's not often that you see Sceptile in OU. He's more of like a UU poke, but I see him more often than not. But it's a great Pokemon, especially when you run Choice Specs. I actually want to start running HP. I think I want to run HP Fire instead of HP Rock, but HP Rock does really come in handy when you're up against things like Volcarona, Dragonite, things like that you wouldn't really be able to hit with super effective damage. Now, it does get Dragon Pulse, but I don't know, I like having HP Rock in there. It surprises a lot of people. They think they can switch in their flying types or whatever and get away with it, and then I come in and fuck it right in the pussy.